So last open talk, we discussed bringing things in, letting them sort of digest in you and sort of disappearing into the flow. And lately you've been talking to a lot of people about identification, sort of see that you're identifying with this or with that, with Dara. You talked about the knowledge or the wiseness or the beliefs or just what she knows, which of course, even if it's true, it becomes false when you grab it. You've said that for so many years to us, and it really makes a lot of sense. And even with Suze, you were talking about even identifying with the words that she says. And I personally can relate to having both of those things where I hold on to my beliefs, I identify with the things I'm saying, I make them solid, I think they're true. And, last night when we had a brief phone conversation in preparation for this open talk, I remember just sort of saying and feeling that a truer way of being is almost like letting the things that you see and know and say almost run through your hands like water. Like it can get you wet, but you can't grab it. And that's the idea of like, we try to hold it and drink it or, do stuff with it, throw it on other people kind of thing. Instead of just like, it's not my water. It's just, it'll come when it comes, the way that it comes. It might be ice, it might be rain. It's flowing on me and off of me. More of a smallness about the way that we relate to the things that come to us and how hard that is for the person. And for me, in addition to all of those things, which I certainly struggle with, I think big issue that you pointed out to me recently was my relationship with friendship and friends. And as an illustration of this, a week ago, one of my friends said something that really hurt my feelings, and I've sort of been rolling in it, not nonstop, but a couple of days. It really, really bothered me. The idea of being rejected by the friend, being betrayed by the friend, and how much I needed that friend to stay loving me and keeping me in a special place in her heart, and just all these things. And as I've been sort of sitting with it even last night and this morning, there's just a whole friendship world in me that I think, I don't know if other people can relate to. I'm sure some can, but I could use a little bit of your guidance, just sort of directing me. I do have I know that I have a quality where I can make friends easily. And I think I have a certain something, I don't know if it's a presence or something where people feel that they can trust me and that they can open to me. And I know that there's something true there, but I have a feeling after what you told me that I've been using it to collect friends or keep friends, maybe hold friends. I've been using it to protect myself rather than be of service of others and be of service of my own opening. And I don't really know much more about it than that, but I do know that on a personal level, there's so much identification with being a loyal friend, with being a good friend and being a good person and having friends who can help me and I can help them. And I realize that there's so little trust that I have in the higher and the universe that I think I sort of lean on my friends and feel good when they lean on me. And there's so much there. I don't even know, because I think I'm so blind by the identification. But I realize that it's keeping me busy and up here at the same time, sort of buzzing and busy with all of this stuff. And I don't think the answer is like, well, don't talk to your friends ever again. I'm sure that's not what you would say, but it's the way that I connect from the inside to that friend that needs some adjustment. And I can feel that it's a big deal for me because it's scary and like sad. But I think it's something that I just wanted to bring and see if you could guide me.
I think first of all, we need to open our eyes to what we are really looking for or seeking or longing for or wanting to be free of, right? It's like we're looking for something which is a higher, obviously, either in a form of longing, seeking, right? And want to be free from the cycle, want to be free from so many different ways, right? It's like, first of all, we need to be a bit clear with ourselves. We need to take our time to be in that little bit of clarity of with ourselves, what we are seeking, what we are looking. When the person is capable to clarify a little bit, person basically wants to be free from this cycle, right? Even the person is saying, I just want to discover who am I, right? Who, or I want to meet the higher, or I want to be with the higher knowledge, not that borrowed knowledge, but higher knowledge. Or there is some kind of hole in me. It's just like it's not being fulfilled with anything.
Yeah.
You know, so just little by little, these things has to be in our heart, though. This what we are looking for. And when we know that, it's like, even for example, that hole is not being fulfilled, right? And we're trying to fulfill this hole with something. Either we're trying to fulfill this hole with the knowledge, borrowed knowledge. We're trying to fulfill with our desires, different desires, even material or people, right? It's just like we keep on, it's just like trying to fulfill that hole. So, and the friendship is another one, okay? But basically, we don't actually understand what friendship is, though. We don't let our mind open up, because it just scares the person. The first, as you said, the fear comes, the insecurity comes, even the social, like a rejection will come, right? It's like so many things person is just afraid of, doesn't want to even look at it. So person is keep on fulfilling or trying to fulfill that hole, that this empty spot. So we need to just slow down from our regular phase. It's just like we need to slow down again and again to see that, even for example, you're talking about this friendship. We can spend 20 years with a friend. So much our time, the person's time together, right? And with just one little word, and the friendship is going to be broken. This is what I saw in me. And I said, just see that, how fragile this thing is. And where's my 20 years gone? It has no value. There is nothing in it. Just in one word, one little misunderstanding, one little something, and that's it. It's just gone, done. So we need to, more we slowing down, we need to digest these things. We need to let our mind open to it and digest. What we call friendship. And need to slow down, slow down. So sometimes we are so emotionally attached to each other. But just see that it's not about friendship. It's so much about we are prisoner of so many things. We are prisoner of this, even a fear of losing something. We are prisoner of our emotions. We are even prisoner of this social attitude, belief. We are prisoner of it. So it's just like if we are opening from our own side, it's not that much threatening. It's gonna bring you to this real aloneness. But if you're opening from your side, you keep on opening, just keep on investigating that how much we are actually a prisoner. One hand, we want to be free. But other hand, we are just trying to cope with it, trying to keep it alive. So if our real quest, and we are so honest with that quest, and then we have to see this, that we are a prisoner. We are prisoner of so many different ties with these attachments. But again and again, I'm not saying it, don't. I'm saying investigate. So this is just a simple first step for this identification, this attachment. And of course, when something is hurting, it's the best time to open. Because when the things are smooth, it's so hard to go deeper than this smoothness of these relationships. Because in the smoothness, you don't even think of it. You don't think this is something is a bothersome or I am prisoner of. You say this is natural. But when something is really hurting, then you don't see this as a natural. Your whole system is in being rejected or shaky or whatever you can call it. Yeah. And it is like, it's so much. It's like we are surrounded by this. It's like this belief system, this attachment. But basically the another thing comes and the person is, okay, then I'm gonna cut myself off from the friendship. Right? But just remember, it doesn't work like this. It's like it has to work. You have to open from your inside. You have to investigate. You have to unfold your own belief systems. Your own weaknesses has to be seen by you. Because even when you get hurt from the friend, it's just like you tasting small little death kind of thing, but forceful death. But when you investigating from your side and you standing straight, you don't want to participate in your weaknesses. You don't want to lean this way, that way. You're just choosing to stand straight. And that is going to sober you from this belief system, attachment. It's going to help you to become sober from what you have been living with for so long. So, but it only happens when you're standing straight though. When you're choosing to stand straight and keep on standing straight in the midst of this chaos, midst of this nice relationships, right? It's like when you're standing straight, it's a sobering you. And that newness is just arising from you. Because otherwise the person is not sober. Person is all being driven by this belief system, attachments, weaknesses. Because person feels so weak. At the same time, it's not about to feel strong. Because this is what I'm reminding, because everybody, when I'm speaking, then they just go with this. Okay, this means this means that. Only need to hear this, like our inner investigation is important. Our openness is important. Our standing straight in ourselves in the midst of all this is important. So we can earn this soberness. Okay? So when we become sober, and then we cannot relate with the same way, the way we used to relate with those friends. Because now we are more sober. This becoming sober is our tiniest way, is like a little bit higher knowledge. It's our inner strength. It's not like, okay, strong. It's our inner strength. Because it has a knowledge in it. It knows.
Yeah, the personal strength, the defensive strength says, I'm strong, you can't hurt me anymore, I don't need you. That's not what you're talking about.
No. That's another ignorance. That's why we need to use everything, because everything is waking us up.
Sober is a really good word, because it's almost like I could feel drunk from this friendship sort of thing. It's like, and it's easy for me because I feel weak, I feel needy, and my friends are truly amazing people. Like, I'm just blessed to have amazing friends. That's just objectively true. If 1,000 people met them, then most of those people say, wow, these are amazing people. So it's like it's a good excuse to like cling to them and kind of say, oh, these people are amazing and they love me, so maybe I'm amazing, and feel better about myself, or cover up the self-hatred with the love from other people, and so many ways that I use the friendship. So many ways that I use the friendship to cover up the aloneness, the fear, the dependency, the self-hatred, the self-esteem.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when you're becoming sober little by little, as we are talking here, and that inner strength is like it's a sobering you, it's just like it's a helping you to wake up from this old attachment belief system, right? It's like more is a helping you to just stand straight. It's like this is what you're gonna choose, to stand straight in this midst of all this belief system. And then it's not like you are rejecting anything. You actually, you remember that I always said bring inside of you, right? So it's not like you saying it no to anything. It's like you just standing straight in your own inner knowing, so straight. We need to taste this. We need to taste this aloneness. We need to taste this knowing, because that leads you toward the higher levels.
I can almost see how the way that I've been connecting with my friends has taken passion or fire away from my walk somehow. As you're talking, I'm seeing it.
Yeah. It's like you can't exclude. You cannot just be in this and then say, okay, now it's time to be with something else, right? Because then when you get hurt, and then it knocks you down. And when you are keeping it all together, it's a helping you to see you. Because time to time, there is so much happening.
It's funny. I feel like I've been warming up to this conversation for forever. Like over the past 6 months, a year, one of my closer friends who is really good at seeing that everything is a belief. Like he's kind of with his mind, he's come to a lot of your teachings through his mind. I don't know if he's opened in his heart yet, but his mind is amazing. And so we talk, and I said to him, I said, even us, and we're like brothers. I said to him, but what is our friendship based on? A bunch of behaviors and agreements, and he sees it. He's like, yeah, we didn't push it past the uncomfortable, past the comfort place where we start to really dissolve our own friendship and just see that it's decisions that we made, it's beliefs that we had. Because so much of our friendship is like a secret agreement. I'm going to be this way to you, you're going to be this way to me, we won't get mad, we'll only act this way with each other. Like there's so many secret contracts sort of.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's all these agendas behind acting that way because you have so much to lose.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole structure, an invisible, unseen structure
Mm-hmm.
of relations. And we get trained, it's funny, like we really get trained this way unwittingly. I mean, I don't think it's intentional, but by society itself, because society believes in the friendship and believes in the network.
Mm-hmm.
Because even from an evolutionary point of view, human beings are social creatures. We needed each other back in the caveman times. We had to have societies to protect ourselves. So it's sewn into our DNA and our societies. We have little clans, we have little groups. Even when you're 5 years old, you have a play date with another little 5-year-old, and you learn how to play together and be nice to each other. You're building up what it is, all these things about what it means in society to be a friend.
Mm-hmm. And just see that it's like a slowly, if we are really learning to stand straight, even from small thing, for example, what you just shared earlier, right? It's like in that hurt, you're standing straight. In that hurt, you are beginning to open to see the so many beliefs attached to that belief system, attachment to this friendship, social, right? It's just like a just simple way opening your eyes. Just opening your eyes, not to do something about it too quick, right? Because when it's slowly opening your eyes, we're not talking about don't. We're talking about earn this inner clarity, be in this inner knowledge, in this stand straight in your knowing, right? And more you standing straight in your knowing, your level of your beingness is arising. It's like you're shifting to a different level. And then even though you, for example, you're talking to the same group of friends, and then you see your relation with those friends is gonna change, right? And from that changes, you're still capable to see a lot. Through the friendship, you can see a lot. You can see your blind spots. You can see your weaknesses. You can see still want to cope. You want to stay with your, weakness or something, right? It's like the more you are opening your eyes and more you're learning to stand straight in your inner knowing, and then again, your level of as a beingness is shifting again and again, right? For example, the relation with the friendship was only just attachment or emotions. And now you're sobering yourself from these emotions and attachments. To you, it doesn't look so real. It doesn't feel so real anymore, attachment or emotions, right? And then you're so sober in that. So your relation with the friends keep on changing, right? And more you are changing, if your friends are open enough with you, right? They're gonna stay. If your friends is gonna be disagree with you, it's like they cannot relate with you somehow, the way they used to relate with you, and then they're gonna fall. They're gonna, whichever way the friendship is gonna fall, it's gonna fall. But now it's not about what is falling, what is not falling. It's so much about you want to be honest with yourself. You want to earn this soberness, not to so much identify on self with this, just this idea of friendship.
Yeah, I have this. Yeah, like on the personal level, I can see the person saying like what you're referring to, like, oh, I'll push the friend away. I won't be this type of friend. I'll change the way I'm a friend. I'll do. But inside, there's a knowingness that the doing will just happen naturally as I'm being, and it's not anything I do. It just shifts on its own.
Exactly. It's like, just see that. It's in a way you have a material. This your friendship is your material.
To open it.
But now you choosing something for your own innermost. You want to stand straight. You want to sober. You want to earn this inner knowing. You want to be with that, what is so subtle, what is so higher, right? You want to live from that level. So if you push away your material first, this is the mistake so many people does, right? They push away the material first. It says, okay, it's done now. I can live without friends. There is no material for the person to earn the levels I'm talking about.
They hide their need their need for friendship. They bury a part of themselves.
Second, please.
I'm just sort of agreeing, saying not only do they push the friend away, but they also bury the part of themselves that has need of the friends. It's like they finish it before it's done.
Exactly. It's just like so many ways. It's like so many ways. This is a spirituality's first step is like push, drop everything, drop this life, whatever my life is, like family life, drop it, disconnect. This way I am a good person. I am more spiritual. We are just denying the whole reality of our beingness. It's like anything when hurts you, it's like a deeply it hurts you. It's like this is how much able to open your eyes up.
Yeah, well, with this particular event, my friend said, if you ran your business this way, if you ran your business that way, I wouldn't be your friend anymore. This is like a friend of 20 something years, like all those, like you said before when we were talking a few minutes ago. And after I got over the hurt, or in between the spaces of the hurt, when I was just more just seeing, it was just more like, like we talk about who am I? It was more like who is a friend? What is friendship?
Mm-hmm.
If it's this flimsy,
Mm-hmm.
and in the middle of seeing all of her self-righteousness and then all of my self-righteousness about being hurt, that I was being self-righteous. How could you do this to me? We've been friends for, all that stuff, so much. And it was good to see and difficult to see, but underneath that is just like, what, I don't know what friendship is.
No, we don't. We don't know that. We just keep on staying with these ideas, keep on staying with this manipulation of many our own weaknesses, right? It's because behind there is so much fear of losing all this. Because you see that how much we don't know ourselves, okay? How much we don't. But whoever's with us, family, friends, it's like we are so much is visible to us. Okay. So we are so much identifying on self with what this is. Friends, family, okay, mother, father, sisters, brothers, or all the friends. It's like because they're visible to us. And whatever is visible to us, we are so attached to it. Because we are so much away from ourselves. So more we are coming back to ourselves, returning back to our own innermost, and our eyes are opening to this false attachment, false clinging. And more we're stepping back from this clinging, this attachment, this identifications, and then our relation is a much purer though even with the friends. Because it's not based on our weaknesses, it's not based on our own attachments. Right?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I've known for years, and I even talk to my students about this when they have anxiety about a big test. It's like I always tell them, when you grab a flower, squeeze that flower, you kill the flower. If you hold it in your hand You can't grab anything too much, you destroy it.
Yeah.
And this is what I see I do with friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't even really let them in. It's like it's like you creating intimacy, creating love. I love you. I love, but instead of just really opening and letting that friend really come in a way that maybe I don't even understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
What that means.
Because more you are stepping back from these attachments, from this old ties. And then that's what I'm saying. It's like even between two people, for example, only one person is learning to grow deeper. The other person is not choosing to grow deeper, right? So there going to be a little conflict. So if you keep on choosing, regardless, the relationship is gonna fall. And then slowly, if this person is like knows the value of this friendship, or something is touching him about you, and it's gonna stay. But if that person cannot take it, then say it's you too much. You're crazy. I don't understand you anymore. Right? And then it's gonna fall. It meant to fall. But it's not about we need to feel guilty about it. If we want to grow, we need to grow. Because the guilt is another one, is like keeping the person so much in this attachment.
Yeah, guilt is really big in me. I have a lot of guilt.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't feel guilty, then other people, they'll help you to. You have to feel guilt. You have
help you feel guilty.
Yeah.
Let me help you feel guilty. You look kind of like okay with yourself. Let me fix that for you.
Yeah. It's just like this is how society is. It's not like something anybody's doing it purposely, but it's just like this is the system we are in. Yeah, because we don't want person to drift away, right? Drift away means it's like the person is going more deeper in its own self though. And to this outside world is scary. Because they don't want to lose you. And that's why I just remember that how many times, and I said, this path is for the people who are really, really thirsty for this, really hungry for this. Because this is just like from millions going this way, and then you are the only one turning your face this way. It is like that. It's always going to be like that.
Makes me feel sad.
Yes. Yes.
Feel kind of lost sort of feeling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But midst of everything, sadness, lost feeling, guilt, it's like, but again and again, if you're choosing, if you want to be so honest with this growth, this longing, or this whatever quest you have for yourself, it's like more you standing again and again straight for that, and then that becomes your strength. regardless, the fear comes, okay, this way I'm gonna lose everybody, right? And then inside, if you're really willing, and then you're gonna say, yes, it's okay, I'm willing. I don't want to drift away. I don't want to be shaken from my own quest, my own path, which is unacceptable to the human psychology. And even though we are choosing this, we are choosing because we want to become sober. But in a way, our connection with this humankind is much deeper. Just remember when we were talking about a Buddha, you remember that talk? It's like the deeper we go, we are actually connecting with the true compassion of this humankind, right? But before it's always like mind, fear based. This is the way it should be. This is the way I've been taught, and, you know.
I've felt that before. Many of us have in connection with you, where it's like you touch that deeper connectedness, the flow, even that I felt a little bit in the last open talk. And it is much more impersonal, which is really what you're talking about right now. You know, it's not, it's like you almost have to let the friend go to make the real friend kind of thing. And there's tremendous personal loss and impersonal gain, if I can use that word.
Yes, yes, you're saying it very well. Of course. Of course, this is the personal loss. But with the conscious choice, though, it's not like you have to because somebody's saying to you. It's like you choosing. You want to be honest with your own self this time. Otherwise, you're trying to be honest with what you're identifying yourself with, like this world, right? It's like, you know that, like how much this whole world is like that, like trying to be honest with a friend, right? Trying to be honest with a partner. But at the same time, so much is happening in this side, which is a person is so unconscious of. So that's why this path seems so opposite. Turning face from this world to this world. I am unconscious, or I am dishonest. It's really, really surprising to the person whenever the person is turning the face this way.
Yeah, no matter how much you know it's true, or you know, it's so easy to say, oh, I have greed, I have selfishness, I'm attached to my friends, blah, blah, blah. I could say anything with my mouth. But the moment you really see it, it's like, well, the shaky comes and
Yeah.
the shock or the surprise or
Mhm.
shame or,
Mhm.
you know, or even the love. If you open into it, you're just so glad to really see a part of yourself. Like there's that too. Like even last night, I was seeing it, I felt feeling a genuine invitation to start to be free of this. I feel bad even using a word prison, because I absolutely adore my friends, but I have made a type of a prison out of them. It's like hurts
Yeah,
to say that. I feel bad saying that.
yeah. It's like, it's not like you saying to them, but you know that it's a narrow place inside.
Yeah, that's a better way to say it.
There was no room for anything else.
Yeah, they didn't do anything wrong. It's not about them or their
No, no, no,
qualities.
no,
It's me.
no. It's
Yeah.
not about it. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you just turn this side like this way, you're gonna miss everything.
Right.
And when you're using everything toward this way, it's really opening your eye. You actually gonna love your friends. Actually love, not the way you are loving now, because it's like everything is based on some kind of feeling there, attachment. And then in impersonal way, it's like you are broadening, and the love for the humanity is there instead of just even a bunch of friends, right? It's going to increase, because now you're not in that kind of narrow place where you just keep on thinking, okay, just this is my friend, just this is this one. Then you begin to see that this love, this is everywhere.
This word is coming so big right now after what you just said, like special. This special word is so big right now in front of me. Like my friends are special to me and I'm special to them. It's like some secret agreement where we make each other special. It's like there's a whole secret contract. Like, I don't know. It's when you talk about the humanity, there's almost a loss in loving the humanity from a personal side, because then my friends aren't special and I'm not special. It's just everything is special. Everybody is special. It loses its extra specialness or some
So
crazy.
just see that what you're saying, Josh. It's like, just see that we're not used to be in this broader love. We're not used to.
Mm. Yeah. Oh. It's almost like we make it something bad, like somehow.
Yeah, because it's like in order to be in this broader love, we have to, it's just like have to lose this personal, narrow, small tightness, right? Mine, me. We have to
Special.
lose this special. We have to lose it.
Yeah.
Then if I'm no more special, my friends are no more special. If I am special, my friends are special.
Yeah.
It's such a narrow. We are not special. It's like we just need to open our eyes that it's something much more than this special.
What you just said was really, really good. And I'm seeing in this moment I don't even mean this in a harsh way, but like almost like a little kid, like the ignorance of the person, just this innocent ignorance kind of thing, where it's, you almost want to say to the person, it doesn't have to be that way. That's not what the true friendship is. This specialness is not, it's not true.
It's not like you need to talk to your friends that way. It's just your own inner journey.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
You're not special.
Because that way it's like you're just kind of confusing them and you
Yeah.
confusing yourself. It's like it's just a mixed
Yeah.
mess.
I was more talking to my own person than talking to them, kind of thing. Like just seeing my own, seeing my own limitations and the way that I'm looking at love, like the narrowness, and that I'm thinking that that's the richness. It's really the poorness. Like I'm so ignorant and mixed up.
Yeah.
And that is back to what you said a few minutes ago, a shock every time you see your own ignorance. You can talk about it. We all walk around. Gurpreet says, I don't know anything. I know nothing. I know nothing. Even I've said it. So I don't know anything. But the minute you see how backwards you are, it's like, wow, holy cow. I really don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, because sometimes the bigger the shock comes, the bigger the opening is going to be. But in the very beginning, we don't like that. We don't like that kind of shock.
It could be painful.
Yes. But that's why the world we are living in is like for our own awakening, there was so much material in it. It's holding the material for us.
Yeah, I mean, I just see how, there's a possibility to really be with my friends and just be just so aware every second that I'm with them of how I'm being with them. What's my attachment now? How am I reacting to what he's saying now? Ooh, he said this. Now I said that. Look at, I must be feeling this. There's like a whole universe of person that I could see. It's like a beautiful opportunity to grow in every exchange.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And even the word friend, I mean, if I say John is my friend, that means that somebody must not be my friend, somebody else. It's like somebody I haven't met. This homeless guy, Dara was talking about homelessness. This homeless guy is not my friend, but John is my friend. It's like I've already kind of restricted myself, made all kinds of invisible rules, specialness. And when we use the word friend, but like you were talking to Susan about, we don't have to like attach to that word. Like I could say, John is my friend, but it doesn't have to mean what society means. It can just mean something higher.
Yeah. We need to lose these identifications. Because anything I say that John is my special friend, he's so special, right? It's like the mind is again and again unconsciously repeating that, right? But in the same time, it's like you see that what is being repeated by your mind, it's like you giving signal to your own beingness, I am special. You're not saying it, but
the secret.
It's just like, because this is what your mind is repeating. Just keep on thinking about that relation, about this specialness and wow, amazing, all that. But everything, what we are seeing here is very temporary. We're seeing today, it's like there's no guarantee for tomorrow, one way or the other. We know that, but we still want to make it this concrete.
And big, there's so much bigness, there's so much drama and bigness to like those feelings of friendship. I feel so wrong to say what I just even said. It's like on a personal level, my person's like, how can you say that? But I see that I hear you. I see that. And another thing, just a minute ago before you said that, I started going back to the last open talk where I was in the flow and I felt like the impersonal flow and the lack of solidity. And I see that in friends too. Like like I'm flow and my friend is flow, and we flow together and help each other grow, and then the friend flows away and another friend comes or a person comes. It's like this is how it actually is. But how we try to control it is, here's the flow. Oh, I like this. Stay, stay. No, don't go. Stay, stay. And you stop the flow because we don't control the flow. We don't know how long a friend is supposed to be with us or gone, or how they're supposed to, why they're here for us at all. We don't know anything. And we're trying to think, like, to even say I have a friend is controlling the flow.
But it's only can be, you only can relate with that, what you are saying, when you earn that, right? You earn this straightness, this soberness, and then losing all the personal identities. It's like, this is how this innermost is able to relate with, not by saying it.
Yeah, no, I see that it's a very high state that I can't just like jump to. I'm not even
Exactly.
that.
Yeah. That's why it's not, when we saying it, okay, I don't need to be personal with it. You said it, for example, right? But this does not mean you become impersonal right away. You don't know what impersonal means.
I still feel all my
Unless
fear.
unless you begin to open your own interior to see your own self, that how hidden ways this is there, these attachments are there, right? The fears are there. So more you see that, like able to, it's like your eyes opening. But person jump too quick to the conclusions. It's like so many from the very, very beginning. I whenever I used to speak, the person comes back to me and then the person says, Gurpreet, you know what? You said that. And I was so surprised. I didn't say that. And but what person is saying to me is according to its own conclusion. What I'm saying, what it means, this. She said that. I didn't say that. You don't even want to hear what I said it. Right? Because it's directly it's destroying you. It's destroying your own personalness. So that's why this is another human weakness is person goes so fast to the conclusion. Person so quick switching. Okay, this means this. I need to relate like this way now. You can't relate that way. You have to earn. So that's why you remember that how many times I always say, just slow down, slow down. By reminding to so many people, slow down. Because even this talking is too fast, this thinking is too fast, this doing conclusions, they're too fast. Without your even acknowledgement, they just come and they're done. You already with the conclusion, not what I am saying. In order to hear that, you have to come back again and again to what I'm saying, direct way. Sometimes even you have to actually hear that word again. Because otherwise, so much is based on person's own conclusion.
It's almost like what's coming is this I don't know, it's just coming to me in words like the truth can't save me. Like even if I see something that's true, I have to stay in my fear because I have not earned more or whatever. I have to stay where I'm at and see what's inside me. Like the truth can't let me skip steps because I know what's here for me is, for me, one of the big things is just lots of fear.
Mhm.
I just know that. And
Yeah.
no truth is going to save me from that. I have to open it and face it.
Yeah, it's just like the another thing is, it's not about being saved. It's when you have this inner quest, you want to be honest with it, regardless the cost, regardless of the darker times, regardless how much it's just terrifying you. It's like you choosing again and again this honesty, unshakable honesty. This is what we need to earn, unshakable. Otherwise, it's all about survival, all about this. Is we want to survive. We sometimes even join spirituality just in order to be safe or side. We are not safe. We don't even know what we are calling this safe.
Mm.
We are not safe. The death is front of us. It can happen any moment, right? The death of even material we see is just, we know that. We know even the planets, that they don't last forever. Okay? But mind is just goes into the conclusion, doesn't want to die. It just keep on circling, right? It keep on justifying everything. Doesn't want to be in the reality because reality is painful. Because the whole life, everything is about to become safe. Everything.
It's true.
And then the reality shows you you're not safe. How hard it is for the person to digest that part. It's terrifying.
Yep.
It's going to go in the denial. But the reality is not going to change.
It's really huge for me because I think safety is one of my biggest holdings. Just safety.
Yeah. That's what this whole society is about. It's like everything, even you see small little birds, it's all about survival, like animals. It's just like everything is just in this way to survive, just for extra moment, survive, right? So this is not something unusual in this planet. This is a normal in this planet. But this is not it though. There is so much more to it. This more is about this facing or becoming real.
Excuse me. I almost feel like you're excuse me, you're sort of like I see safety in this moment as just running away from desperately trying to escape death or the truth. And there's so much energy trapped in trying to be safe. You're almost sort of inviting me to give up that fight a little bit. Actually, in that moment, flash, I saw grabbing onto safety, almost like grabbing onto friendship. Like both have, there's a common something to it. There's a grabbingness and narrowness. And actually, safety is one of the reasons I grab onto friends so much. I think safety is the real pattern on top of which friendship was built for me. The real thing is safety, which is I think of the word or like feel into the word. It's almost like I just see this lonely little infant floating in space, just all alone, just like lonely and nobody there, like this helpless, terrified sort of.
Yeah, even if this comes in you first, it's like even that comes, like, for example, from your own way of relating with what I'm saying about this, we're not safe. It's like that aloneness, right? It's like, are you okay with it? Right? Because if you're okay with it, then you are saying yes to that, to be in that kind of a reality a little bit. It's not the reality you are talking about yet. It's because of your own mind goes into this conclusion again about this. Okay, if I'm alone, it's gonna look like this way.
Yeah, I'm making it. It's my reality.
Yeah,
I see that.
But even though I'm saying, even though this is your reality, you are saying, are you saying yes to it? Right? It's just like, it's like the more you're saying yes to it, and then all these making up realities is gonna drop. You don't know where this quest is gonna take you. You don't know that. That is a more terrifying than floating a child in the space.
Pretty scary already, but okay. You say so.
Yeah, because it's like you don't know. You can't digest that. Even when you're saying it, okay, it's gonna look like that way. It's like you're already thinking, okay, this is what I know already.
I see what you mean.
You don't know that. That's harder to digest.
Right. Why I'm inventing something.
Yeah, you don't know where this truth, this quest is gonna take you. That's why if you're really, really, really hungry for this truth, then you able to move through whatever it's going to take. Otherwise you fear your conclusion, they won't let you.
Feels like you said it multiple times today, the most important thing is just the thirst,
Mhm. Mhm.
which is what you've said for years. Years ago, you used to say, pray for fire, just pray for fire. There's one prayer, fire.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
And I realize that I don't even really understand the thirst or can speak about the thirst. I don't speak about the thirst is like to speak about the truth.
Yeah. 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 Because without thirst, it's like you have no path. People trying to create our own little path, which they call spirituality, higher, or just even relief from some pain or suffering, right? Or trying to be better, different, But this longing, this quest, this fire is a whole lot of different thing. It's not about anything. It's not I want to be a better person. Who I want to show you if I'm a better person? Who, right? It takes me back into the same thing.
Being better, gaining.
Yeah. Any kind of a gain you have from any kind of walk is not for the higher, it's for you again, for the person, for the personal gain. That's why I even sometimes I say the person is so lucky if the person has this fire. But this is not like something impossible. This nature, whatever we ask, it gives us. But when we ask from this true place, thou, it comes.
Even the
But
fire.
it doesn't come, even the fire, it comes. But it doesn't come according to the person though. It comes according to the way the person is, the way it's supposed to be, right? Because nature is a much bigger than our smaller mind understanding. Because the true longing can come maybe with the pain. We don't know that, right? And then if we are afraid of this pain, then we're going to say, okay, no, I don't want that. I want longing. Longing came. But the person is rejecting because it's too painful. So it can come different ways to the person. That's why sometimes we ask things, but we're not present in ourselves to receive it.
Or we have an agenda about what it's supposed to look like because we've already
Exactly.
come to the conclusion again.
Yeah. Because your mind cannot create this longing.
No.
This longing is beyond your mind, though.
For sure.
Because even from this moment is coming, even I heard from, I don't know, even you were talking or someone else was talking about Jesus was in the prayer, right? It's just, it's so touching. But we It's like we don't want to understand what it means, what it's like. Or we just so quick, we go into the conclusion.
Yeah, I love what you said. A couple of, was either an open talk or connection or something you just kept talking about. I forget the way you said it, but it was like, we can't even be, we want truth, but we can't even be honest with ourselves. You know, it's like, that's a great quest, is just to be honest with myself, just period.
That's it. That's where it's like, just see that. More you becoming honest with yourself, it's like your face is toward yourself, toward your beingness. Even then, whatever you're asking then is coming this way, right? It makes sense to you if it's coming this way, because you choosing to be honest with yourself, then it's like, then whatever you're asking, you're present. Again and again, you need to earn this honesty. You're present. This honesty, choosing regardless. Keep on choosing regardless. That becomes a truth itself. Even each time you're choosing the honesty, is like a little drop. Just a little drop coming into your beingness. But we have no patience. We say, oh, that's too little. Then it seems impossible.
Instead of being grateful for the drop.
So grateful to the drop. This is the true way of being. It's like, if we keep on looking for more water, like, I want to swim in the ocean, right? It's never gonna come to you.
There's so much
Because
bigness.
the thing is, it's like you are unable to digest that. Through the drop, you're earning your abilities to digest this reality, this truth.
And that way you value every drop, because it comes one at a time.
Yes, yes. Because you want to earn this. You're so grateful to the small. Because the gratefulness is like, you feel like, I didn't even deserve this drop and it came to me. Yeah.
It feels that way when it comes too. It feels like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not something you can do with your mind, not in a real way.
No, no, no. That's why it's like, we'll just go back to this even topic with the friendship. It's like, when something hurts us, it's like hurting me. And it's like, a more sensitive we are with ourselves, it's like we get hurt more and more. Because small things gonna begin to hurt you, because you're becoming sensitive. And then that sensitivity is keep on helping you to wake up. And you keep on earning small ways, these drops. Nothing goes to the waste, nothing. Because later on, if you're capable to use that hurt, and then it's like later on, then you're so grateful to the friend because you're going to say, oh, okay, that friend has opened my eyes. We've been talking about it, but this is how it is.
Yeah, this moment I have a touch of gratitude from my friend for saying what she said to me. It's not huge gratitude, but just a little brought me to this conversation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I feel in this moment like a personal loneliness
Mm-hmm.
and an impersonal straightness all at the same time.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And a soberness. Probably
Mm-hmm.
a good word for it.
Yeah.
And sort of an awareness that the thirst maybe this isn't true, but it feels like in this moment that the thirst is not about being somewhere, it's about opening. Like the thirst is to open, not to be awakened or be with God or be in the oneness or be in the beyondness. I don't know. Maybe that's not true, but in this moment.
Exactly. Like in the beginning, whichever way the person's thirst is, but slowly, slowly, everything is going to drop because you don't know what meeting the God, for example, you don't know that part. The moment you meeting with that belief, like, okay, this is what I was in the very beginning, I want to meet God, right? But now I just come to the point face to face. Okay, this has to go. I don't know this point, right? So this is a good example. Even this is how I've been walking. I was so wanted to be one with it, right? I was so I was thirsty, right? I did not know for what, why. So that's why whenever I was meeting with this, my own belief, I wanted to be with God, or I want to meet, or something is going to be fulfilled or something. So the moment I meet it, then I know that it's time to let go of it. It's no longer needed. Then we are in our own self alone again. Because this path is not set path
Set,
each time.
not set path. Did you say the word set?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like, okay, just follow that road.
Yeah.
Then everybody can follow that road. It's so hidden, so unknown, and time to time you drop whatever previously you were engaged with. It's like it's more unknown. You don't know where to go. Mind goes into the confusion again and again, this lostness again and again. But you choose again, you trust again, you stand there again, right? Whatever you can do, you just be with that again and again, again and again. And that's why that movie Matrix is so inspiring. It's like you see that Neo never gave up. But we know that I've seen it many different ways. This giving up comes in so many different forms. We want to close our eyes and we just pretend we don't exist.
Such a hard to grab thing when you talk about even giving up. It's like giving up on what? On this walk. What is this walk? What is this thirst? It's all so can't be defined with the mind. It's just
Yeah, that's why it's so difficult. It's so difficult.
yeah, it's crazy.
That's why it's just like even whoever wants to walk in this path or walking in this path, the rest of the world thinking this person is crazy. It's just like because they can't grasp that person. They don't understand the person.
I can't
And
grasp
that's why it's like that's why I used to remind, like, it's easy when that awakened being is gone, shed the body, it's easy to worship that awakened being. But when that awakened being is in the body, it's so difficult to relate with that person. The world does not want to accept it.
more threatening.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a really good point. I mean, all Jesus was murdered and now he's revered. He's safe now that he's up in the clouds, kind of.
Yeah, but we need to face the realities. It's like you remember how many times to each person, even I'm saying your mind is not going to understand. Right? You see that? If my mind is not understanding this me, which way I'm walking, how we can even expect the rest of the world can understand us? We can't. But just the same way as it is a threatened, our mind is being threatened by our own walk, our own honesty. The same way the world is threatened. We are not separate. We all one.
ideas of aloneness and togetherness are ignorant ideas.
Say again, please.
These ideas of aloneness and togetherness are ignorant ideas.
Okay.
What aloneness means, what togetherness means.
Exactly. Yeah. Because just see that now, how fast the mind go into the conclusion. It's so hidden, it's so automatic. This is a really good one, what you just said for you. I don't know. And that is your reality. That is your being honest with yourself. I don't know. And it's going to take some time though to digest that. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. And just remember, when I don't know, you need to feel in your own beingness. It's like the whole beingness involved in it. I don't know. This realization, it's like it's not just a word again, because otherwise it's going to be grabbed by your mind again. I don't know, even that word, that realization. But if I don't know, actually, that your whole beingness, to taste it, it's going to go into your body.
Yeah, it's like the word shallow is coming, just like I feel very shallow in the way that I look at aloneness and togetherness.
That's wonderful, because you're just letting it in. It's like when you're letting it in, this inner ignorance bubble, it shows up to you.
Yeah, it's what it feels like. It's ignorance. I don't know what togetherness is. I don't know what
Exactly.
aloneness is.
Yeah.
I almost feel like maybe the way I've thought about together is really making me more alone, but I don't want to go to the conclusion, but I just,
Exactly. Yeah. And mind does not want to be with this, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Just take your time so you can just be in that or wholesome way. Let your beingness taste this.
I do feel something right now in my heart. Like there's a little, like a relief from not knowing. I think Joel talked about this once. Like it's almost like a relief or a joy, just a really little tiny joy.
Yes.
Like I don't know. I don't have to know. I'm not supposed to know. Like
Yeah.
it's not my obligation to know.
but staying here,
Mm.
even though it's touching your heart. But again and again, it is, I don't know though.
Yeah. Don't let it distract
Let
you.
it touch deeper parts, whatever parts being touched.
Now it's kind of going deeper into I don't know who I am or what I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If this I don't know, it's like as it's going, as you taking it deeper, it's like you also experiencing its intensity. It's like there was a more I don't know, right? Even though before your heart was being touched, it's good, but that's not it though. It's like
There's more.
just,
There's
yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah.
I feel even on a physical level, like something's inviting me to just dissolve or come apart in my mind and wants me to put me back together.
Yeah, but it's like, just remember, we need to include the mind within, like whichever way the mind is coming, it's like it's coming as is, not separating, not even fighting, not even going into the conclusion. It's like not judging. So as is being included as well in this. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels different. Yeah, it's like there's this very unsettled personal feeling, very unsettling, and then there's this little trust. And from this place, I see how much claiming I've done over my whole life, and I do all the time, so much claiming.
Mhm.
I don't even want to say I don't know anything because it's like it becomes words. It's like such a
Exactly.
stupid thing to say, but like,
Yeah. 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 Because it's now you understanding it's not a word I don't know.
yeah. Even with the words I don't know, you can know and trick yourself. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
a dangerous thing to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So crazy because like I'll say what I wanted to say and then decided not to say it. I'll just say it. I was going to say like any, we've all seen it before. Any truth, when you think it's yours, it's so easy to destroy what's true with your mind just by grabbing it. And I chose not to say it because I knew as soon as I said it, I would do that.
Yeah. 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 That's why it's like it's just like this whole phenomena, right? It's like anything. It's like you know that the way you said it, we can't hold it. It's like that trying to hold it, trying to even keep it in our memory is our illusion.
It makes this platform and then you're not
Yeah,
on,
yeah. The knowing is not a memory. It's like we simply know the truth. We know this reality. And that's why even to me it was so much confusion was there so long that I wasn't able to relate through my memory. It was like a little child. It's like I don't remember. I don't remember. It takes a long time for the person to digest this. Because person always used to relate with through the memory, through this mind. And being in this is like it's unbearable again and again to the mind. And we just earning this ability to be in this longer and longer of the time.
feels like just a drop of the actual humbleness.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
I don't want to say something, but I don't even know enough to know what to say. It's like beautiful and painful. And it's like so weird.
Yeah. It's okay. It's like when the seed begins to sprout, it breaks, right?
Mm.
That pain of breaking, but at the same time sprouting,
It's really
just like that.
beautiful. I don't feel it that way, obviously, but I trust you. So
Yes, 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 yes.
no need for me to grab that or understand that. I don't just try to open to you.
Yeah. Mm.
And of course, the question comes that you talk about all the time, like I have to like teach a lesson in a half an hour. Like, how am I supposed to teach a lesson? Student says, "What's 2 + 2?" I don't know. I just feel so unqualified to be a teacher right now. I don't feel like it's really I have any right to call myself any kind of teacher, even stuff that I'm pretty sure I know. I'm just like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly. It's just
Oh.
like that, these kind of states you have to go through. It's like you just lost your oldness. You just being in this newness, this reality, this little drop has shifted you, shifted your beingness. And it's just like, just remember I said, it's just like the newborn, right? It's like this sprouting, this newborn, like a baby. It's like this baby is learning again how to get up, how to take step, how to take first step, right? It's like this is our walk. This is how it is. Each time we are waking up from something, each time, for example, you just earning this newness, it's gonna be like different ways. This is the first time you just experiencing your beingness. This is just like a newborn. It's like you have to learn again. It's like you have to relate with the 2 + 2 again, even though you already know that. But yes, you have to trust, because otherwise the mind is like a goes crazy. Like, no, it's like this identity with that. I know that 2 + 2 identity is just, it's just being threatened. But if you're just choosing to be in this newness, you're so open to learn again. Even though you're just losing connection with this old teacher, this old Josh, this old friendship, you're losing the connection. But yes, this willingness to learn again, to get up. You're gonna fall, maybe. This is the process of our learning. But you trust.
I feel so different.
Yes. Yes.
I kind of do feel like a kid.
Mm-hmm. It's just amazing the way you are trusting. It's just the way you are open.
It's because of you. I mean, I think I don't even want to claim that. I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I really need this talk though.
It's like even this is different. But at the same time, you know that something is so precious at the same time.
It is like that precious, fragile baby seed.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Almost when I'm talking softly, I just feel like there's a preciousness in the conversation. Almost like, don't wake the baby kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It's fragile. It's like you know that.
I guess I have to learn how to bring this fragility into the world, into my job. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like it's okay. It's like you trust this and move from it. And many times you're gonna be in this. I call it like a clumsiness in the beginning with the work, even though you're so good with it. But when you are in this newness, you feel clumsy.
Vulnerable, even with a
Yeah,
child, even with a kid. I
yeah,
just feel like,
yeah,
hi.
yeah, yeah. But you trust this.
From what I see in this moment, I really see your beauty shining. I just want to say that it touches me. Your beauty touches me.
Because you can relate with it. Because you are that.
Okay.
Because even this, what is front of you, is so dear to you, so precious, so
Like a return to innocence kind of thing. I don't know.
this, so grateful. So grateful to you, so grateful to the group, so grateful to this universe.
I do feel grateful.
So many people came in this contact, to you, to me, right? To the group. So grateful. So many thoughts, incidents. So grateful to everything.
All the life, the whole life that brought me here.
Yeah.
Almost washes it with goodness, all the memories. It fills me with warmth.
Thank you. And thank you to everyone.